happy Sunday. If you saw my post from Friday, you would have seen that I shared my why story of why self-care is so important to me. And if you didn't get a chance to check it out, I think it's called Why Self-Care on my Trinity Transformations YouTube channel, or it's also posted on Instagram and Facebook. So I would encourage you to go back and check that out and really see my backstory and why it's important, so that you'll understand why I really want to share this with you, and maybe something will resonate with you as we go through these next, week or 2 weeks, however long it carries us together. And today, what I wanted to do was, since I've already shared my story, I wanted to kind of break down some of the barriers that I find a lot of busy women have to having a self-care routine. So I find that the top 3 excuses, we're going to go over them today and really talk about why that isn't true. It's just a limiting belief that you have if you carry this belief, and what the actual truth about that is. So buckle up and here we go. Number 1 reason I hear is that I don't have enough time. And I get it. Let me tell you, busy mom, I'm the epitome of busy mom. I'm blessed that now my children are older and, a little bit more independent, so I don't have to go and, change diapers or, necessarily prep food. I'm lucky that they actually can do the food prep for me and for our family. But still, I was working 3 jobs before COVID. I had to take kids to hockey, and all the other things, get groceries, pay the bills, do all the other stuff that we have to do as moms. And whether you're a mom or not, you may be a busy professional, you may just, have a super busy life for whatever reason, but I get it that you have a busy life. Most people who know me will say that they don't know many people busier than me. So I get what busy is, and I get the feeling of not having enough time, but everybody has 5 minutes that they can carve out a day. So, hearing that I don't have time, it is just an excuse. You make time for what is important to you, and believe me when I tell you that if you make self-care a part of your daily routine, or at the very least a part of your weekly routine, but I firmly believe it's got to be daily, because it's not going to necessarily fill your cup enough if it's just once a week. But if that's all you think you can manage and you start with that, then that's better than nothing. It's a baby step towards making it an everyday part of your routine. But if you're not doing that, then you're not going to see the changes. So definitely carve out 5 minutes. Maybe, like I said in my last video, it's, like my parents used to say, the only time they could get alone time is on the toilet reading a book. So if that's when it is, take that time. Take that 5 minutes to just fill yourself with something inspirational in a book. Maybe it's waking up 5 minutes earlier and fitting it into your schedule, or taking 5 minutes right before you go to bed. Maybe it's, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so drained and so crappy right in this moment, and I'm just gonna stop and do a 30-second, for me it'd be a 30-second dance party. That's an instant mood booster for me. Maybe it's taking 30 seconds to stop, breathe, look around, and see what you have right in your line of vision that you can be grateful for. That's another great way to boost your mood, is to just see, what can you be grateful for. So not enough time is just an excuse. Everybody can make 5 minutes a day. That's excuse number 1. Excuse number 2 that I hear a lot is, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. Again, as a single mom, I can tell you, I know what it's like, to not be able to afford things. People think, oh, she's successful, she's a teacher, she has lots of money, she's fine. I'm not fine. I'm a single mom who pays high bills. Everything is on my own. I mean, in this house, I pay for everything on my own, and it's a lot. So I get it that you can't explain. So maybe your self-care is not AKA Robin Sharma's suggestion to do a 90-minute massage once a week. Maybe that's not in your budget. But going for a walk, free, especially when it's in nature. The exercise is going to help you. The nature is going to help you. That's free. Reading a book, free. If you can't afford a book, you can get it from the libraries. Online right now, you can borrow from the libraries. So there's so many free options. Meditating, free. Lots of frees. It does not have to be costly. And if it is something that you're thinking, maybe I want a personal trainer because I want to up my game. Maybe I want to see a nutritionist. Remember, it's an investment in yourself. It's not just spending money that's going to be wasted. It's going to come back to you. I was reading a book and, no, it wasn't a book. What was it? I've forgotten now. Anyways, I know. I was doing a 21-day abundance challenge. Forget the guy's name. He's so famous. Anyways, and he said, write on your receipts, all money spent will come back to me 7 times, or all money invested comes back to me 7 times. So that's true. Remember, it's an investment in yourself. So it's not to say you shouldn't or can't spend money on self-care, but you can do it within your budget, okay? So that's number 2. Reason number 3 is, I feel guilty, putting myself first. That is the biggest lie we tell ourselves as women, especially. Women are amazing at feeling guilty. And I know as a Catholic, Catholics are amazing at feeling guilty. So if you're a Catholic woman, it's like double whammy. And I'm not saying it's only Catholics. I'm just saying from my own personal experience, that's what I can speak from. But we are so good at, feeling guilty. So, crock of crap, people. When you put yourself first, you are helping others. It is only when you put yourself first and fill your own cup that you can help others. And I know you're thinking, yeah, whatever, it's not true. I'm gonna feel guilty. It's gonna be too much time I'm taking for myself. I've shown you ways where it doesn't have to take time from yourself, from other people. It doesn't have to take out of the budget of other people. So that's not true. You need to own it that doing this is important for you, but it also is going to make you a better person to be able to give more to others. I read a quote this morning that said, when we help ourselves, we are actually helping others. And when we help others, we are helping ourselves. So I really encourage you, dive into these days of self-care with me. I'm going to post a different self-care idea each day. And I would love for you to comment on either, yes, you're doing it, how's it going? Or, any comments or any questions you have so that I can help to guide it and mold it and correct things if it's, come out wrong or there's misunderstandings. So I'm so excited to be starting these next, let's say it's 10 days. I don't know, it might be 2 weeks, it might only be a week. Depends on what you are needing. And so what I really want to encourage you to do is to listen to all these different ideas, pick 1 or 2 that you want to try out that isn't currently in your self-care routine, and make a self-care routine. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, as the week or so goes on. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed thinking, oh my gosh, I have to do all these things. There's a recipe for absolutely no success. Think about, when can you fit in 5 minutes? Commit to that 5 minutes, if that's all you can commit to, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something that's gonna feel successful to you, and then build on it by just doing one thing, and then we can start to add another.